Hello, welcome back to my channel, and thank you for joining me for one of my little rabbits, as my sons used to say. Oh, mother's rabbiting on again. I'm rabbiting, and I'm rabbiting about girl power, or rather woman power. And this relates specifically to a day, an afternoon spent with a lovely friend who sadly lives a long, long way away, but we still have chuckles over Skype. And she had seen in a charity shop in Sandbach a table and chairs that she wanted for under her pagoda in the garden. She said, but it won't go in my car, and her husband was away. I said, no problem. Will it go in mine? She said, probably. So into town we went, and I'd put the back seats down, and I said, right, it'll take at least 2 trips. So we decided to get the worst bit over first and get the table in. Now, it was a big glass-topped table, so we carried it out of the shop, and there was a group of men nearby, and they stood and watched us. They stood and watched us work out the best way to get it into the car, and then watched us do it. Fine, no problem. We were capable of doing it, and did it we did. So we drove it back to hers, and then set about getting it out. And it was decided that I needed to actually get into the car. So I climbed in over the driver's seat so that I could push and support the weight as she pulled it out. That was fine, except I sort of got my foot jammed, my bottom wedged, and I was in a bit of a pickle. I couldn't move. And she started to giggle. I said, please do not giggle. Giggle with me jammed like this is fatal. That was it. We were both giggling, and it took every ounce of control that I have. Because if you are of a similar age to me, you know that giggling can lead to, shall we say, a bladder mishap. Fortunately, it didn't. But do you know, we got that table out. We got it set up. We went back and we got the chairs, and we got those loaded in. We did it. We've got brains. We could see what was needed, how we needed to wedge things in. And those guys were still there when we went back, and they still watched us load the second lot. And I felt like saying, thanks for the help, guys, but I restrained. So, never put down woman power. Okay, we might not have the physical strength. Some women do, but most of us don't. We've certainly got the mental strength to work out things, to work our way round things, so that we are capable of solving problems. Not because we're a woman, just we're capable of doing it full stop. And yeah, there are times when having a man around is useful, when it's, really can't lift that any longer. But at other times, I'm the one that's able to say, oh, have you thought of this? Don't forget that. So, similar to my concept of skin colour, my concept of gender, I don't think that's a man's job, that's a woman's job. Says she who was cheering on the lionesses at football yesterday afternoon. And fortunately, we won. And people were saying, oh, it's sexist calling them lionesses when the men are called lions. No, it's not. And do you know, lionesses, they are the strong ones in the pairing. The lions are lazy. The lions would be standing watching, whilst the women, the lionesses, loaded the lion equivalent of tables into cars. So, don't put we women down, no matter how old, no matter how wrinkled we may be. Not that my friend was, just me. So, take care and have a go at things. Don't let gender put you off. I had a friend who knitted. He did a great job of it. I had a friend who used to make his own ties. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So, on that note, I shall go and sort out my tip of a kitchen. Nobody but me to blame for it being a tip. I can't blame a man who's come, prepared a meal and left a demolition site. I managed that all by my very own self. Thank you for listening. Take care. Speak to you tomorrow. Bye.